Let's see.
But there's Basic Ace and Advanced Ace.
Squad's
Even though
looking
Basic
nice
doesn't really
thick.
exist anymore after they merged it last January, it's like Basic with a few extra features, and Advanced is
I guess that's
really hardcore. I don't think they have reopening wounds though.
Nah, he needs to move into a team that's got a team leader.
Yeah, Eagle, if you can like condense up or just grab like Combat Engineer from Alpha 2 or...
The Blue 4 taking 2 MG teams. OPFOR has the numbers here. They're going to field all of their MG
Delta
teams.
Delta 1, Delta 2, both like
and even their MAT team.
Is that the problem?
As long as they get the radios.
MMG teams don't get long-range radios for their team leads.
They might need a squad lead then.
It's better to slot them in as ammo men.
Also, there's no assets.
The short range is fine for MMG most of the time.
It is legal to go machine gunner ammo bearer for the Delta teams.
Okay, then that's fine.
What he meant by radios was you need to be on platoon.
It looks alright.
That will be managed.
Alright.
Blue 4, we need a... This is Blue 4, we need a Charlie squad leader, please.
I'm going to listen to the brief, though, because I think destroy means ammo cache, but it might be something else. We did have a round where there was a...
Thank you. Someone fill in team leader, we're good.
An unarmed artillery truck
Blue 4's good.
that had to be destroyed.
Alrighty, let's push her to map screen. I should probably take a spectate slot at least.
Be good. Never mind.
Jones wasn't slotted up, by the way.
I think Jones is AFK.
Have plenty of time during safe start.
Shield zone. Worst case scenario.
Anderson's going Overwatch. He might join us in the casting couch.
Hiccups in round 1. I hope for the most part the majority of them were rectified in round 2. Hopefully we come into round 3 and end this event strong. I do appreciate every single one of y'all attending. It's always fun when we get to see a bunch of you. It's fun when we get to see new faces. It's fun when we get to see old faces. And I hope you have just as much fun doing this as I do. Those of you that I yelled at tonight, just know that I do it out of my love for you and my love for this event, and how much that I just want it to be cherished and taken care of. I'm running out of things to say. It's getting really late, and Strakatinko made a mission. It's taking forever for me to load. But
emotions run high.
But sadly, this will be my bowing out after this brief. So I will not get to see you at the end. I hope to see you all back next week. Should be a lot of fun. Should be another good bout of missions. And now, hopefully, we will have a workaround for the server when we have 90 players and it starts freaking out. Anyway, I'll shut up now.
Firing. I thought you just said.
No. I'm not retiring. Jesus. All right, Strakatinko, what's our brief?
All right, Russians are trying it again. They're back in Finland right now. So yeah, Finnish rebels, or search and destroy Finnish rebels versus Russians. No vehicle assets. Fortifications get 50 points. Any other questions?
Do we get vodka?
Only if you're the Russians.
Damn.
No. We get to steal from them.
No, the Finns cost.
Souvenirs.
All right. Well, if there are no further questions, round 3 F and F start.
Jumping down real quick. All right, I think it's a cache destruction.
Great.
So with the Russians versus the Finnish, Scandinavian Recon automatically get like the 50% accuracy bonus, I guess?
Yes, they are on Blue 4, and oh my god, they are irregular militia.
Yep.
That is beautiful. Oh, this is going to be very interesting. But before we start talking about that, I have my intermission entertainment that I've been waiting all week to do.
Go ahead. So as he sets that up, we have good check, by the way. So mix of AKs. We're seeing some M14s with 7.62 loaded. I'm gonna look at what Stray Dog has. He has a scoped M14, right. So good old insurgency stuff. And then OPFOR has their little area. It's gonna be a cache destruction. All right, what are you doing, Barb?
Okay, so for those of you who are listening,
you can come see what I'm doing.
It's my
on
campaign.
twitch.tv/barbarianweeb, and what I'm doing today is impromptu unboxing again, but this time it's not liquor. It's
If you
another
take
vice.
all of the time to literally do a liquor tasting again in an intermission, I'm going to kill you.
I literally just said it's not liquor. This will take me 5 minutes, 8 tops.
Okay.
And I know how much you like to talk. What?
So the Russians are using level 6 body armor. I believe they're using the VDV uniforms. I can't confirm that.
As body armor doesn't matter, it's all rescripted to be even. There's an FNF config file you had to download that's part of your mod set. That rescripts all of the values. But anyway, go ahead, Barbarian. Continue with your babble.
Yes, I shall make this somewhat quick, since Az wants to talk about the game for some fucking reason. Okay, I know I'm not exciting at all. But this is my box. I kind of know what's in it, but I also was kind of drunk when I bought everything, so I also forget. So, ooh, very nice. I was actually talking to Hellborn earlier tonight about Oktoberfest.
You said it wasn't any liquor.
Bavaria for Barbarian, a Bavarian.
Wow, you did it too, and you bitch at me every time I do it. Amazing.
Because it's Bavaria.
But you just said Barbarian. He mad.
Liru, did you how many times did your mother drop you when you were an infant? Like,
I don't know,
you're
but
not
Finn
an
is
kid.
gliding around doing the spinny Oh my god.
I'm just gonna put this Polizei patch on my head because fuck you, Bavaria. Bitch.
He's gonna injure himself.
No,
Let's see,
they're
let's-
unable to take damage because it's still safe start.
I got a shirt here that, if I remember correctly, is just an olive drab Boon Despair shirt.
I think he's excited because he gets to play as a Finn, and he is the flying Finn.
But there's
So
another
I
shirt
think
here
we
which
found
does
where he
have
got his
something, right?
name.
The tan one has these nice little German flags on the shoulder. The German flag is nice.
I think we just found out how Flying
It
Finn
also
got
has
his name
a
there.
little
All right.
Velcro thing on the front, but it's just like a workout shirt, I think. But it's actually a decent size. Very cool. But
He's
the
still
piece de
flying.
resistance, if you haven't been able to tell already, this stuff is military surplus, and that's which is another vice that costs people across America millions of dollars each year. And the reason that I bought this shit was for this backpack, which is a unissued Soviet Germany Cold War backpack. And I'm trying really hard to show this on camera, but it's really fucking tight.
It's spelled Spider-Man.
Camera angle. But we have straps. We have this nice strict tarn. Oh, Liru, you are very much the best at this. How could I ever compete? But it's this nice little strict tarn backpack. I think it's also just my camera, but yeah, that's about it. It's a box of Milsurp with a backpack and a patch and 2 shirts. Please clap.
I would, but you wouldn't be able to hear it. Sorry, Bloodwayne is asking me what I should cook for tomorrow for lunch. Do you have any ideas?
What?
She's a meat and potato. What?
Sugar sandwich.
No.
What? She's asking what you should make her?
Yes. She's a meat and potatoes type of girl. She doesn't really like fish. Favorite food's flank steak.
Why not make her flank steak?
If I say that, she's gonna go, no, that's too obvious. Do something better.
Just cook Mexican, dude.
Yeah, do a taco bar. Some nice chorizo.
No,
or,
actually, you're right. That would be a good idea.
Yeah, it would be a bad idea, but you should do it anyway. And I'm now going to switch back to push to talk and go back to the thingy.
See, I did offer her sandwiches, but she said she wasn't in a sandwich mood. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm in a little bit of a rocky part in the relationship right now because of things, so I'm trying to cheer her up.
Oh, jeez, now I got straps.
Except I'm
everywhere.
not supposed to try to cheer her up
it's like a regular
because
Tuesday
she's
night.
expecting me to. Again, it's complicated.
All right, so since y'all have been studying the battlefield, what can you tell me about it?
Tell you about what?
The mission.
Well, Flying Finn was doing some flying, and now I have a really awesome clip of how he got his name. The Finns are helping each other get onto rooftops, despite Bates here having broken legs, and he just fell off the rooftop. So we're just seeing classic Finnish insurgent thing. Classic Finnish insurgents doing classic Finnish insurgent things, all as they try to defend 2 caches. But we see them trying to get on rooftops to play it out. Meanwhile, OPFOR is just chilling at base. Now, looking at this actual AO, there's a lot of forested routes that OPFOR can get into. So if I was Blue 4, I would probably just pick a single cache and try to hold it with my numbers. I'd probably go for the southern cache at this point, because of what I'm seeing. I don't know. It's a tough call here.
Was it? Oh yes, I see the caches now. Yeah, I don't think they have any assets or Vix or anything, so it's just another infantry map. Which,
yep.
I would have liked a bit of variety, but
if Blue 4 push out from that little town into the forest line about 200-300 meters out along the MSR, they're going to have a lot better of a time engaging the OPFOR aggressors, solely because of the fact that that forest line, anything further towards the OPFOR spawn, it's just open ground. You can turn it into a turkey shoot quite easily.
So I think these guys, I agree. I mean, we've got Blue 4 guys still at spawn. I think they're going to go up to where Firefighters building the entrenchments on the northern side. I would just think if I was in Blue 4 command shoes, I would have mostly fortified one area, like a minorly fortified second area, and then I'd probably have a team of dudes to try to get behind OPFOR to nullify that numbers advantage, because since there are no assets and this is pure PvP, the only way Blue 4 is going to get ahead of OPFOR here is tactics and full-on PvP. So, I mean, we saw the marksman do well last time. What?
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, we saw a very good showing of that in the second round, but the second round it was kind of forced though. There wasn't a lot of room to do tactics. It was just a massive delaying effort, but that allowed for some guys to get a large amount of kills on the OPFOR side to win. Here, OPFOR has a lot of room to maneuver on the defensive side and can definitely do a large envelopment if they're able to. So, I don't know. It's gonna be tough. Oh my god, they built a bunker on top of a building. Oh, are they doing the squad super fob?
Scandi recon power.
Oh yes, they're building a super fob. This is incredibly based. Oh, and they even set it up to where the exit is like going into going into cover.
Amazing.
Powerful. Exactly what I would expect from the very best.
Draco. Okay, all right. I'm gonna ask you guys, if you're Zeusing, because I know both of you Zeus, you both work with me in TSP. Do you call it when you do Control-Shift-C, Control-Shift-V? What do you call that?
Advanced copy paste.
Where the fuck did you pull advanced out? It's a hard copy paste. Thank you, Azariah. I have people telling me it's deep copy because of what Whale said. It's not a deep copy. It's a hard copy paste.
I mean, what about a hard, deep copy?
No, you're just making shit up.
Yes.
Oh, Neo, I can't be Zeus IRL. I mean, I know Arma 4 starting with how the US is probably going to have a civil war, but can't Zeus that one, I'm afraid. Anyway, keeping the politics out because I don't like to talk about it.
I forgot I was talking to a couple of fucking nerds who were in CyberSec.
You know, I don't really have anything left to commentate on. I mean, OPFOR is just going to push down one route. Blue 4 is going to defend. There's no vehicles to do any sort of tactics on.
Yeah,
and I mean, we'll just have to see how things go.
Positioning, but it's pretty straightforward for better or for worse. I mean, It's Virulati, so lots of hills, lots of trees, lots of high ground, lots of low ground. Lots of variety that they can look at, use their map to see the variety in the terrain and, mark a decent path. But with about 35 people on each side, give or take, like the tactics for each side, like I don't think that's gonna cut it. You know what I mean?
So
just
what
maneuvering.
from the pre-position that I'm seeing Redfall doing with them being infantry movement, I'm seeing them push. They're wanting to go for a northwesterly push to try and get on the flank of the Blue 4 position, with no limitation on the map screen.
Well, yes, because the soft copy is just Control Shift Control V. Hard copy is Control Shift C Control Shift V.
Flank all the way around onto the north side of the Blue 4 engagement zone, and they can come just straight down and roll on the flank. Against a defensive position, you don't want to come across it broadside when you know that the enemy are waiting for you. You want to find the weakest point or choose a flank to exploit, pierce it hard and heavy with everything, and then just start rolling down the flank with supporting assets. The more the more that you can breach a flank and then just keep on crumbling it, as soon as you make that engagement and you start advancing into that flank, you have to keep the aggression up. You can't slow down, because at that point, the defender's going to be able to retaliate, rally up, and start bolstering up. And that is what Red 4 need to avoid. They need the speed, they need the aggression, they need the ability to take the initiative and move forward. Some people may die to the riskiness of it, and that's acceptable if it completes the objective for them at the end of the day.
So hard copy, it copies the loadouts and items of a unit, and then you can paste that.
Walk, I mean, looks like Blue 4
instead of just copying
the
base AI.
And Stray Dog also kind of on the southeast. Like, they're getting ready to move out of the spawn area and set up some positions. They're obviously not confined to this blue box.
I'd love to see OPFOR just come around, set their Delta teams up right here, and go from top left to bottom right. Because everything else, it's just going to be a massive.
Talk about.
If I was OPFOR, I would attack from the northern side. I would literally use Blue 4's spawn in as an AO. I'd have my main force push down the Blue 4 box. I'd have Delta teams flanking on that exact northern thing where there's a hill nearby point 31. If you scroll in, it'll also be point 28. And then I'd have maneuver teams go along the western flank and set up more bases of fire as the main force just steamrolled. Because even though Blue 4 is free to move out of that zone when Safe Start ends, there's not really any good place for them to move to. You know what I mean?
Understandably so. There's limited approach vectors that are favourable for Red 4, but it's down to the ability of land navigation and map reading for them to determine where the best engagement vectors are. They need to really think about this, and hopefully they've given this some form of consideration in their pre-planning, rather than just thinking, oh, we're going to go.
Oh, these guys know they're all in TSB with me.
Ambiguously.
As my chat's asking if you're a military guy for real.
No, I don't claim to be in the military. I do have family that have served in the military. I'm just a person that thinks very tactically about engagements.
Okay, you'll be the colonel, Barbarian, you can be the lieutenant, and I'll be the lance corporal. We have 3 different perspectives. Boom, done. No? Okay, well, let's continue.
Yes, I just wanted to say that hard.
If that makes me your superior, then I will game.
Oh, you can be my superior all night long, Daddy.
No, stop being horny. Go back to your corner. We're saving it for after stream.
Oh, it's the milsurp fumes are getting to me. I think there's some hops number 9 in there.
Okay, please. As just smack him.
Don't worry. Sparky says he'll be the janitor.
What does that even mean?
Mission is a go.
Thank you. Yes, mission is a go. Blue 4, I'm curious to see if they'll push anyone outside the zones. Maybe lay any traps. Firefighter is a demo specialist, so is Warwick. Warwick sometimes shoutcasts with us, and we also have Infidel. So we might see some explosive traps get played. But again, it's going to be really hard for OPFOR to get this number advantage done. We do have, is that Carlson going off on his own to the south, I guess to get some scouting data, but OPFOR is moving a massive platoon. They might do the north-south approach like I predicted.
We've seen some shots go out, and I think they're breaking windows or something, but it's, I don't know. I'm just seeing some shots really early, but there's nothing that should be shooting at.
It makes sense though to break windows because the tint gets in the way. Broken windows make it easier, but it does make it more noticeable if your enemy is staring at those vectors. So, I don't know.
Yeah. It's like, oh, hey, those windows are broken. I wonder if there might be someone inside of those windows.
Warwick,
But
by the way,
at the
moving
same
a little ahead, might plant some explosives. He is a demo guy.
So one of the things I've often talked about within the TSB community and several other communities that I've participated in is the ability of people pushing out from defensive positions. Right now you see elements of the Alpha squad on Blue 4 pushing out about 200-300 meters into the forest line to try and get eyes on that northeastern vector that the enemy could be approaching from. It's a smart play because of the fact that if you're playing solely defensive in the town where the objectives are at,
his
if you start getting overwhelmed, you have no fallback. You don't have the ability to fall back into a safety net. With the Alpha teams being able to push out, get the initial eyes on, if they take an engagement, they can do it safely. They can see if there's any viability in continuing the engagement in that vector, but also at the same time they can try and corral the enemy into a certain area, a keyhole, a firing position, a death trap, however you want to slice it. And just through this preliminary eyes, it's so beneficial for them to get as much information as they can early on, because the more information that they have, the better they can adapt to the situation.
So I don't know how to build off of that, like, because you hit everything on the head right there.
Tell you what, though, we're seeing some beautiful Soviet tactics with OPFOR. Full mass push, 99.9% of their guys are going to the north, while Karen is, like I guess, like you said, doing some kind of recon. Is he actually the? Yes, he is.
I'm willing to bet they're gonna do. They're either going to stop right here and move their guys in from the flank, or they're going to even it out and go north to south.
Charges in from the north and either dies or.
I wouldn't have sent him by himself. I would have probably sent a fire team of 4 or 5 people with him, because at that point, you've got your giant hammer. Well, so you got the hammer of the fire team, and then you got the anvil of your main player base. And essentially, the player base in the main force, they would be stuck in engagement, and then once they're locking in with the majority of the defending forces, the fire team would come in, swing the hammer, and start clapping people.
I mean, that'd be a strategy if nothing else. Like, I'm seeing them. Technically, they're in a giant wedge formation, which is interesting. But yeah, it looks like they're going to be trying to just going up in the north, just trying to take a look at what they might be able to use. I mean, they have some generally higher ground up to the north of the two caches.
Barb, open the map. Read what it says on the top of the map. Out loud.
On the top of the map?
Yeah, on the map, when you hit M, what pulls up right there? Top left of the little map screen in the center of your screen. Read that text.
Oh my god, it's the Russians.
Yes. It's a Russian-Soviet blob like Azariah predicted. Because that's the power of the Russians. We're hearing some more bullets go off, by the way. Don't know what that was about.
Maybe it's a sense of goading them. By sending out a couple of preliminary shots, they're trying to encourage them, saying, yep, we're in this rough area. Mm-hmm. Maybe a bluff, maybe a fake. It's trying to provoke a response to get more intel.
No.
Isn't only based on what you see, it's also what you hear.
Well, here's the thing. I think that especially Scandi Recon, Yanni and Flying Finn especially, they're directing them to set off those shots and use the echolocation, listening to the trees in their neural network and seeing.
Barb, I would slap you. I'm gonna slap you right now.
You're making it sound like Scandi Recon are a bunch of Lugers, which isn't the point.
I mean, they are.
Are you teching me? One is literally called Flying Finn. Another is called Yanni Finn. They're Finns. And one of them just shot their gun.
Do you know what a beluga is, Liru?
Yes, I know what a beluga whale is. Who doesn't?
Beluga. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna die here tonight.
What? Do you not know what a beluga whale is? It lives in the ocean, okay?
It's not beluga. It's beluga.
You're saying it, Ron.
Like
Beluga whale.
Okay, no, you changed it. You changed it there, motherfucker.
Beluga whale.
And then you.
And his mic cut out. I win. Yay.
I'm leaving.
Get out of here, scrub.
So with OPFOR, it looks like they're not even going to go for that northeastern approach. They're going to probably head around to that MSR leading out to the northwest of the objective and come out through there. They're trying to circumvent the entirety of the defensive line that OPFOR presumes that Blue 4 have set up. They'll assume that they'll have cast a wide net 300-400 meters out from the objective.
I mean, they're right. Blue 4 did kind of set that up.
It's a smart idea, but Blue 4... I would say it was a lax of judgment that they've put a lot of their eggs in the basket on the south side, and there's only a single dude that they're up against.
Russian steamroll. Until the trees start speaking Finnish. But I am also noticing we might see a team start going south here, and then the other two teams go a little more left, and again, my plan could totally be done.
I'd agree on that one. They'd probably go for a heavy engagement through the weapons teams through Bravo or through Bravo support and Delta squad as the main force. And then during that engagement, you've got the Alpha teams with platoon lead able to come in on the flank. It's a sound tactic that often works.
I mean, I talked about a sound tactic a little bit ago, and you guys were berating me. Like, they were literally using sound. It was a sound tactic.
God, kill you, you stupid. Fucking.
Now that we're getting close to it, I'm seeing
closer. You say?
Oh, you're gonna start on this now?
Well, I have no choice. You're the one that's trying to argue that Finnish people are bats that can do echolocation with trees. I'm sure Yanni would beat you. No. They're beluga whales, thank you.
So the OPFOR marksman's actually
Stop sipping for
initial eyes on one of the objectives that he's been able to spot.
Where is Whale?
On top of the roof, but other than
is
that,
Whale even in this round?
What else he can find, he's not seeing that much.
I can't even find Whale in the roster.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Karen's letting some shots off. I don't know what the fuck at.
He's firing at
just
Frost.
Making sound. He's either firing at Frost
shooting
or
at
he's
them.
just making sound. Yeah, he's shooting at scooting.
Broke the window at Frost.
And shots are coming back in.
Fire.
No, you're right. He did break the window of Frost. Blue 4 putting some fire out there, but that's going to make them turn their heads. Because, again, Carlson, I think, is just going for a distraction play, trying to get some early licks in, but now Karin is going to... calling him Carlson. Karin is going to pull around and try to get a different flank here.
Hardo was able to get eyes on him. Karin taking a couple of shots.
Ooh, Marshall has eyes on Blue 4. Marshall on the north side, he has eyes on Coda's team, Wheaton's team, down to his south-southwest. He's seen the trenches because they stick.
Yeah, the trenches aren't hard to miss, but we also have Wheaton staring right up where OPFOR is going to come down, so they're going to spot each other. Whale is in the T-Far shot. I don't know where he is.
Red 4 platoon medic.
Ah, there he is, yep.
With Red 4 seeing that defensive trench position angled in that way, because it's more facing towards the north side of it rather than facing more eastern bound, they know that that is the furthest extent of their defensive perimeter. They know that that is the extreme flank of the Blue 4 side, and that their entire force, they've circumvented the entire defensive position. As soon as they get behind it and push towards the village and start rolling through that, Red 4 are at a huge advantage.
Oh, Blue 4 spotted something. They're trying to fire down. We just saw Marshall take a few hits. They're immediately firing back, though.
MGs, just loads of MG fire coming in on Wheaton.
Looks like Rush just went unconscious, not down, though. I just want to say again for the record, OPFOR is doing the plan I called. I just find that kind of funny when you're able to predict it, you know?
I mean, it's not. I can't words too good. I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
Marshall is dead. He got a few more shots. Blue 4 draws first blood. We had 2 more casualties on OPFOR. No KIAs though on their western push. but they did have a KIA with Marshall. I'm not seeing any KIAs for Blue 4. So Blue 4 can get some more kills in to nullify that 25% number advantage. It could then swing in Blue 4's favor. But we're also seeing some RPGs getting launched in the tree line. They're a little on the short end because he's firing into the large amount of smoke grenades that are popped. But the machine gun fire has kind of stalled OPFOR's push here, and we're seeing another OPFOR team come around, but they're starting to take a few pot shots from Martin.
You'll see the squad being led by Hudson. He's actually pushing in a completely unabetted right now. He's only just starting to take fire from Martin. The Blue 4 guys, they thought that squad that they engaged, the Bravo squad element, they thought that was it. That's all that they brought to bear on that flank. But no, they didn't anticipate Alpha to be even further around on the defensive perimeter. So all the defensive structures, all the planning that they had for this defensive position.
Real quick though. Blue 4 is maneuvering guys to the northern flank now. I think they've noticed just the sheer amount of guys up here. They're going to reposition to try to counter this push and to weaken it, but OPFOR already is getting guys on the ground in this forested and these buildings. And they're going to be able to, using a little bit of the high ground next to this brownish building, there's a nice little hill up here they could utilize. Also, that building is enterable. So we'll have to see how things go.
With the squad being led by Hudson now, the Alpha section from Blue 4 is actually outflanked on this one. Their defensive positioning will no longer be a benefit to them at all. They can't pull back in fear of Hudson lighting them up. They can't keep the engagement up because they will be outflanked. They are stuck in the middle of a very bad situation right now, and I'm not sure how they're going to get out of this one.
They're probably going to have to pop smokes and go. Yeah, Barbarian.
Oh, let's kiss.
No. Later. RPG goes out, knocks out Firefighter, critically wounds Coda too. That was a beautiful RPG hit, like absolute perfect. Well, yeah, Blue 4's gonna have to pop smokes and get out of here at this point. Meanwhile, Carson has pulled back, trying to get on another sniper spot, might try to aim for the bunker. And another RPG goes up onto smoke, but again, it's just short because OPFOR hasn't pushed in those smoke grenades yet.
Even then, I think he landed before the smoke grenade. Go ahead, Az.
Manaheim's taking his squad a little bit more to the left flank, trying to wrap around. The thing that they've got to try and do, they've got to try and get onto the side of the OPFOR guys. It's a constant battle of who can outmaneuver, who can outflank, who can get on the sides. Because the more that you're able to do that, the more that you're able to cause disruption. But Manaheim, I don't think that he's actually got eyes on the enemy Alpha team yet.
He's in defilade. But he's going to be able to hear those gunshots and know they're really close. But T5 Bay coming around. Again, very strong PvP player. And Herb is with them. And they immediately drop Mannerheim. Yep.
Surgical.
So that is the first Blue 4 KIA. So it's 1-to-1 even in terms of KIAs right now. But now you're going to have... Yep, so Herb and Bay, again, two very strong PvPers. They're going to try to use this ditch, but if Olaf gets up, he might be able to catch Bay out of position. Will he go over and look? He's got an FAL.
Bay's medicing up, but Herb's giving him cover.
Olaf, he's too busy PIDing the gunshots from that far out. He's not checking right under the ridge. Bay immediately stops medicing, looks left, fires. Olaf needs to turn left. Oh, but Bay beats him to the punch, trying to maneuver on Cosmonaut Montgomery. But Montgomery just got Bay.
Herb's gonna know that the shots came from that tree. He's gonna have eyes on him.
OPFOR reinforcements are coming in now. That large group that was stuck in the wood line next to the Delta team is now coming full swing, and now this plan is starting to bear fruit. Delta teams are on the flank. They're going to suppress whatever they can. And OPFOR is going to come around. It is important to note, though, there is a Charlie team all the way over here of what looks like 5 dudes. They could try to wait out OPFOR going and then try to hit them from the rear.
Cosmonaut and Patriot are having a PID issue. Patriot looked at Cosmonaut, didn't fire. Patriot looked at Cosmonaut, didn't fire. Cosmonaut looked at Patriot and hesitated, but was able to...
Frag grenade hitting a tree, unfortunately. I thought it was going to go a little farther, maybe put Stratico in danger. Another grenade goes out, might land right on Graf. Perfect, except it has a little bit of a bounce, but we just saw some of his legs go down. Montgomery getting shot. He got shot at 3 different angles and goes down. And now Montgomery... Montgomery's dead. Cosmonaut's taking fire from Fun Guy on the right. Took a few shots there. Just took another shot. That took his leg out bomb. And we're also seeing Hand now shoot at Cosmonaut. He's got no choice but to go prone, trying to roll away. And we're seeing the
we're seeing blue on blue actually from Delta 2, blue 4 shooting towards other blue 4.
Yeah, you're right. They're shooting at that angle, but OPFOR also spotted it. One guy goes down. Nipotman's trying to get a tandem warhead up. That's gonna be short. Yep. So that initial push being lost by blue 4, little squanderment there, but at the same time they thought that only a small team was going around. They weren't counting on OPFOR quickly repositioning their entire force here. But now we're going to see the steamroll.
Oh no, Karen just sniped Adriano.
No!
He's taking off Scandi Recon. He's shooting through the trees. He's got amazing keyholes going with his position. And Scandi Recon, they're no slouch. They're moving around. They stand mobile. They stay still. The prime target. But
I feel bad for Audrey because he had the best round in Friday Night Fight history, and then he's been getting like 1 tapped or 2 tapped every round later.
Man.
Like he's just been focused. Everyone has a bounty on him or something. It's been a mess.
Oh Lord.
Delta teams, meanwhile, are pushing around a little far from the OPFOR force. We see Wiki, Blake, and Vito coming down. They could run into Dreek and Arcor, 2v3. And then we still have Stray Dog. He is the blue 4 marksman. He was pulled away trying to hunt down Carson, but he's now going to come back up. But him flanking those MG teams would definitely be a good call. Now is Dreek and Arcor. I think Dreek just spotted Blake. Yep. Grenadier round goes way long. Blake, I think, got a look at him. Vito vaulting. Wow, and he just dropped Dreek. 3 shots to the head. And Arcor also getting shot by Vito. Wow, good PvP shots for Vito there.
I'm thinking this is going to be an OPFOR victory. I mean, just the blob, the death blob that they have.
Yeah.
Be able to steamroll from north to south pretty effectively, especially with Scandi completely pulled off to the south to hunt Karen.
I think
it's just a mismanagement. They stretched themselves out way too thin. They weren't prepared for the extreme flank. A lot of the time, you want to have a mediocre center that you can pull things into, and you want strong, durable flanks that can hold for one flank to collapse and reinforce the other.
Got Pierce up in my favorite little spot in this building.
Focus down on this one building from Scandy's side and a light defensive perimeter of the trenches, but the problem is that the trench position on the north flank had no fallback. There was no defensive position within the 200-300 meters along the north right flank to actually protect them. But no, lo and behold, they got outmaneuvered and outflanked, so that forest was out of the question. There was no way for them to pull back, and as a result of that, the entire flank collapsed before reinforcements could ever get into.
And the reinforcements took casualties as well because of their positioning.
Yeah, the attempt to reinforce failed dramatically because of the fact that the position that they were getting engaged from was not the position being reinforced. They constantly tried to outmaneuver and outflank. As a result of that, they stretched their lines way too thin.
Real quick, Arcor woke back up, took Vito out, knocked Blake out. Wiki's now coming on top of Arcor. Arcor's bandaging. Wiki, oh, and there he goes, headshot. So yeah, those 2 guys were able to stall, trade evenly. Blake might wake back up though. So, you know, a 2-1, maybe 2-2. So not what Blue 4 wants to do when OPFOR has the 25% numbers advantage here. And we still have Stray Dog flanking around.
God damn.
Carson, meanwhile, he has gotten around, taking some more shots at Scandi Recon. So far, again, only Adriano's the one down, but Carson, he is harassing the rear, which is exactly what he wants to be doing, to keep guys garrisoned on the rear position so they can't be sent up to reinforce the other position where a lot of OPFOR dudes are going. We still have 4 Blue 4 dudes way on the western flank right now. They need to make a move because they're going to get cut off, but OPFOR does have a 4-man team, no, a 5-man team of their own moving along the far southwestern flank to try to cover for them because OPFOR just has that level of manpower to spare. Stray Dog, meanwhile, moving up to fade Boston Metallic Wolf's position. We might see some interesting shots go on there.
Look at, sorry, hold on. Look at Pierce's position. Okay, so
Pierce just got hit by AT.
Okay, I don't know what I just saw, but yeah, Pierce is on top of the shed in the warehouse, got hit by an RPG, and but he had an amazing position.
Yeah, I love that position.
So well. I mean, so he needs to bandage and keep watching.
He needs to bail.
Damn.
So
Stray Dog right next to Boston.
Even now, you see the failure in the Blue Force defensive. That entire building next to the objective, they've all faced it looking out to the northeast. And yet, OPFOR have seen this through their initial recon before they opened up, and they've said, you know what, we're not going to even bother tackling this head on, we're just going to go around you. And they have the manpower, they have the maneuverability to do so, because they weren't worried about fighting in a static position, and they exploited the complacency of Blue Force, and Blue Force have taken the price for that.
Yeah.
By the way, Stray Dog put a shot in Boston, missed the second shot. Boston bandaged, and he's still running, but they don't know where Stray Dog's exact position is, so he can move in and assault. Meanwhile, AT just went in, took out the first cache. That is cooking off now. I don't think it'll explode and kill Pierce, but, you know, good AT shot by Patriot there. We're hearing a demo charge go off and knock quite a few guys out. Nice! That was a good trap.
Yeah, it damaged quite a few people, and yeah, unlike the last round, was used fairly effectively.
Now, by the way, if Pierce stays up there, he could use the window and watch OPFOR guys come around, but instead he's going to watch down here. He does have a PKP as well, so if he were to just look through the window and get some sniper shots on, well, not sniper, but, you know, so from that cheeky little spot, he could definitely knock out a few guys.
Pierce sees Eagle, but he doesn't quite recognize it.
Yep.
So that Blue Force QRF team that was sent onto the extreme flank, they're having to pull even further away. They're further out to the second objective.
But Moore is engaging them.
Karen is actually, he might be able to sneak in between the prongs.
Yeah, because Nemesis and Outcast have been sent to try to find them. That's hilarious. Oh, there's Pierce taking some shots. He just knocked the guy out. He killed him. But OPFOR is looking up in that window, but they are discounting. I saw Stratacone look up there and not see anything, so Pierce might now look over and get a shot or two. Meanwhile, Stray Dog's come up on the rear, still in the back. He needs to hustle a little bit. Coda, meanwhile, taking an RPG, gets knocked out. Yep. Ouch. But Blue 4, I mean, they are down for manpower. Carson's dead.
Ooh, good stuff.
Nemesis got the kill.
Yeah, Nemesis got him, absolutely.
With the PKP. Wonder if they'll take that marksman rifle.
There's a huge just charge going on Pierce's position.
There's a power shift.
Eagle gets hit. Pierce now firing down, giving his position away, pops a frag.
Oh, he tries to hop out the window, but he can't.
He can't go out that window, I'm sorry. He jumps down. Hudson's gonna see him.
Ooh, well done.
Hudson loses that fight, takes out Pierce's legs. Alex gonna come around, doesn't get the kill. Oh God.
Oh no, it was off in a hard place.
He tried.
Valiant attempt.
And he even respawns. Wow.
Why
so Fade and Metallic Wolf back here. Stray Dog looking for more people. He's not going to see them, though. Blue 4 pulling those 4 guys all the way to the back. And did Nemesis change guns? Nemesis changed guns.
Yes,
this is going to be a power shift now, because with OPFOR, they have the ability to have just the manpower to start shoving people in, but the accuracy and the firepower of that 7.62 SVD should be enough to start putting stoppers on people.
It might not be enough, though.
Well, the thing is, with the PKE that Nemesis had, it's the same caliber. It's the same exact round. But now that he has the SVD, he has extra range, which is great for these hills and this tree cover, you know, where you want to be precise.
Firefighter coming in solo with a 7.62 rifle.
You could also, you know, possibly use some of these open fields with the PKM. Though that's a bit less of an option.
Stray Dog coming up to Wolf and Metallic. Just noticed them, and instead he's pulling back. Not the call you want to be doing. Stray Dog's playing this too cautious. But he could take out 2 of the machine gunners. No, he went back. He goes prone. Could get a double headshot. He doesn't want to get into a 1-to-1 fight with these machine gunners, though, because they will tear him apart. But he needs to make his move soon, because they're displacing.
Yep. And they've displaced. Metallic Wolf has passed the hill, and so is Fade.
Stray Dog. It's like watching Logan. Firefighter, he tried to push out on his own. Unfortunately, got caught out of position and squandered his life.
The Blue 4 QRF is actually regrouping at the secondary objective with the rest of the Scanic boys.
That's smart. I mean, that's the best they can do.
They were actually able to make up the ground that they lost and had to go about 200-300 meters out of way just to get back there safely.
What? I just realized that Finn, Outcast, and Infidel, they are way far out. Well, not way far out. They're probably about 100 meters away from the cache, but still.
They're not in a position for supporting, though.
No, not really. Not from the current,
White watching Sphere's position like a hawk. OPFOR just double tap the Blue 4 guy up here.
Boston, Blake, and Wiki, but everything else coming from the northwest.
Look at all the Blue 4 skulls, though. OPFOR not really having that many skulls, though.
But I got you off, guys. Go ahead.
It's a case of they'll be able to draw fire, but they won't be able to fully stall out the push. They are on the wrong side of the time clock for this one. There is quite a bit of time left in play. They can't do delay tactics. They have to go for the engagements.
Fade Metallic Wolf already pushed way up.
If they go for delay tactics, I mean, they're already too far back. They're at their objective that they're trying to defend.
Is that a Galil?
So they don't have that ability.
No, it's naked. That might be a Galil.
Quick gets caught out of position.
Yeah, he was waiting there, trying to get some shots. Might get Severe. Manages to kill Severe and take out OPFOR platoon command.
Yeah, he was platoon command for OPFOR. Oh my, that's it might be a little too late.
Yeah, because OPFOR, this is a pretty easy plan for them to follow. Meanwhile, Jedi firing back with a 7.62 rifle at Straticon. Gets hit a few times himself. MG firing down, manages to knock out Strat. And you also have Frost flanking with that shot. Stray Dog real desperately needs to move in closer. I know he's playing it cautious, but he's making the same mistakes Logan does in playing this way too cautious. He needs to get closer, find a good vantage point, and start dropping dudes. Because at this point, Blue 4, unless they get the warning in the next 2.5 minutes, even with 15 minutes remaining, I think Blue 4 isn't going to be in a good position to stall for time, because once OPFOR starts getting their steamroll going, it's gonna steamroll. Like, there's not really any counter Blue 4 can do here, but, you know, we might see something good happen with Nemesis having that marksman rifle. Speaking of Nemesis, I don't see him. Oh, I see him now. He was hidden behind Nipatman's text and Bates' text, so he's in a building trying to keyhole through the window to get a few shots down. But meanwhile, OPFOR, they had that 4-man flank on the western side. It is down to 2, and they are going to try a really wide southern flank, but they're already taking shots in an open field. Not a good place you want to be. Maybe Slammer will get hit, but otherwise they're going to try to run into this little riverbed and use the little bit of defilade cover to maneuver around. So smart call there. Stray Dog, meanwhile, still set up in this tree. If he's got a good firing line, he should take it and reposition. He's got guys back here he could try to snipe, but he needs to start taking a shot or two.
Yeah, he's had his, you know, he's been twirling his thumbs for way too long. He's had
really good opportunity, though.
Yeah, but just never took any of them. For better or for worse.
Rust is now blue on bluing his own dudes. Frost gets a kill on an OPFOR guy. That was the Matt Gunner, by the way. You can tell by that RPG 42 tube. So I wonder if Frost might try to steal that, but it is under Overwatch by Boston and Wiki. But both of those guys have been hit by friendly guys, and I think they just took a friendly Grenadier round, unless Frost poked out and shot his. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
I want to say that was friendly fire, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, but I mean,
that's definitely
Stray Dog trying to line up a shot right now. Oh, more friendly fire. And yeah, like, blue on blue. It's tough. I mean, we already saw a PID incident where they weren't able to see each other. Another friendly one goes off by Boston.
Yeah, I think that was Metallic Wolf.
Stray Dog needs to take advantage of this and hit them. I mean,
friendly wiggle.
He's trying.
But the shots are still coming in.
This is the lucky break Blue 4 needs, though. Boston goes down.
I think Fade was yelling at Russ to stop shooting, but yeah, damage has been done.
Stray Dog again needs to capitalize on this. He had eyes on their position and decided not to take it. Maybe he's just providing intel. I don't know, but numbers wise,
like,
I don't know.
The only squad lead left alive is Yanni. and Frost. Sorry, Yanni and Frost are the two last remaining squad leads.
I mean, Stray Dog is essentially being a stray dog, but he needs to, like, I don't think he's going to get any kills this season. Shut up. Nemesis getting some sniper shots, managed to hit somebody, and now they're blindly firing back, but if I was Nemesis, I would be very comfortable at this range. Plus, if he stays there, burns all of his ammo, he could run back up, grab his PKM, and then go play defensive. But again, what you want to be doing is doing the stall tactics. By the way, it is past the 45-minute mark. Time has not been called yet, so I'm going to see if there's another time called at the 50-minute mark for a 15-minute warning. But by the way, Stray Dog takes a shot, manages to hit Wailing down. No one knows where those shots came from, by the way. I'm not seeing anyone looking back. No one's running to cover directly with that. Hudson and Patterson are climbing back too.
Oh no, Stray Dog is blue on bluing a dead friendly. No, I say
amazing.
Blue on bluing, but he's shooting the body of a dead friendly. And,
absolutely amazing.
And now Whale is actually pulling him into that line of fire from Stray Dog. So this might be the
Hey, no, that's exactly what Stray Dog wants though. If he gets Whale's prone, head exposed. If he could snipe them, and he's got the squat. Stray Dog. The trees might be in the way of his shot though.
Line it up. No, maybe.
Might be just enough to cover him, but this is the best advantage he could get.
No, he sees that. He sees their movement. He's taking aim at Whale now.
By the way, Slammer Patriot coming around in Nemesis's position. I don't think they know Nemesis is there, but come on. Stray Dog, this is literally like perfect for you. Please.
He is the medic. Shoot the medic.
Kill the medic at least. Come on. This is...
He's just gonna hold his fire.
My fucking god!
Maybe his reasoning is like, if he shoots someone in a group of people, then they'll know where he shot from.
But he has so much room to displace. I don't know why he's holding his fire. This is perfect. This is 3 free. This is more than 3 free kills. This is a group.
And Frost is getting blue on blue now.
There's so much blue on blue today.
He runs up on the Rust. Or it's really Rust ran up under Frost, and now Frost is kind of looking on him.
Wow! There it is. All right, multiple shots.
But now
Alec might notice. Good. Damn it, Stray. Stray's repositioning.
Oh, and Wiki's coming back. But seriously, Stray's repositioning?
Yeah, he's crawling around under the tree. He was looking. Now he's looking more left at where Frost gave those shots. I guess he doesn't have an angle. Like, that's the only thing I can think. But you just said you watched his POV and saw he did have an angle.
Yeah,
meanwhile, Nemesis
go ahead.
hasn't given any shots to alert OPFOR to go hit him. So that's a nice blessing in disguise. Come on, Stray Dog, please.
Took a shot at Lurch and not at Whale. So maybe my POV is different from his. But, like, from what I saw, it was clear as day seeing that movement. And more shots are coming in now as people are moving around. I don't know.
He's repositioning. I don't know either. Like, he... like, that just makes me want to strangle somebody, but that's okay. Maybe he just hasn't had good angles. He's trying to be cautious. But again, like, I get it. You always want to be more cautious than not, because if you're not as cautious enough, then you aren't, you'll get killed, you'll squander your asset. I completely get that. I see that happen all the time. But, counterpoint, you gotta take risks, especially in this situation where Blue 4 is pretty fucked up. Now we're having Patriot running up to this building. He's taking shots from his own dudes. Nemesis might hear these footsteps. Oh, no, Nemesis doesn't. Oh, Nemesis, no.
So unfortunate.
Have your Turtle Beaches on, and OPFOR is going to get their marksman rifle back. And with that, the advantage OPFOR had... excuse me, Blue 4 had over OPFOR has been relinquished, and Stray Dog is doing a wide flank on the right. I don't think Stray Dog's going to be effective anymore, with how OPFOR is moving in. They're going to steamroll this last AO. Might get stalled by the big bunker, but they still have some of their machine gun teams to do it. Looks like Frost died. I think Wiki walked up on him and took him out. There's the 15 minutes remaining marker. So... honestly, OPFOR has this. It's going to come down to the PvP, but OPFOR does have the numbers advantage. OPFOR doesn't know where that cache is, and it's a pretty big area here. OPFOR might think it's in the bigger barn, but in reality it's in the small barn that Yanni Finn has completely locked down. And he is prone right behind the cache, waiting for the barn doors to open.
Serby is on a flank with his, is that a machine gun? No, that's just a rifle. But he's on some kind of mission.
Yep, 5.56 rifle, kills Fade, good shot. And he is immediately getting shot at by Alec. Don't see any bullet impacts, no blood. So Serby might try to reposition here, but he's got to be careful because he could easily get boxed in by OPFOR. They got a third guy up in that flank, and Patriot took the marksman rifle back. So Bates coming up to help Serby, but if Patriot looks in that direction, he could honestly get some good sniper kills on both Bates and Serby.
So ultimately, I would, if I was in the position of Finn,
no kills.
Outcast, I would actually consider displacing from the roof entirely. You've got a giant focal point. You're going to draw attention from there.
Yeah.
Now, it's a case that you can do a ploy of having one guy in there, and with enough fire, you can make it sound like three. But you don't need three people on top of that. You've got to play defensively. You've got to get interior. Because at this point, it's going to come down to the extreme CQC fighting, and that's what Scandi excel at. They can't be on top of this.
Time is 13 minutes remaining. You can track it on the bottom right corner. So Blue 4 taking some pot shots at Wiki, giving their position away to the main force that's going to come down. Bates goes down, gets shot in the back by the OPFOR marksman rifle. Serby taking notice, but he is also getting shot by that marksman rifle.
Yep.
Yeah.
3 times, 4 times, 5 times.
And Fun Guy finishes him off with a AK. So, yeah, Blue 4 is down to 6 dudes. RPG goes up on that bunker. It didn't go in, thankfully. It hit the outside. But now Finn's prepping his own AT. Beautiful shot! Knocks 2 guys out.
The bunker is speaking Finnish. It might not be the trees, but it's something.
So you can see where that round impacted. I mean, that you could not have made a more perfect shot. Now we're seeing more OPFOR blue on blue. More is engaging Patriot running up.
Yeah,
and now some Blue 4 guys are shooting at him.
If OPFOR decide to try and breach into this next building, they're going to have a hard time against Nipman and Pads 3. They've got about 4 or 5 guys down right now. What I would do is find out from Finn, if I was in the position of Nipman and Pads, where he was engaging.
Oh! Oh! No way!
They rigged it to go!
No fucking way!
They rigged it to fucking go!
That is the most useful trap I've ever seen place.
Infidel was in that building earlier, and he's the combat engineer.
Did
Infidel rigged that building to go. No, he had it on a clacker. Waited until he had a line of
More
sight
friendly wiggles coming in.
Oh, Infidel's still up. Gotcha. Okay.
These guys are now getting shot at by the bunker.
That is a power change.
It's looking more and more even. This is buying time. Stray Dog might be able to get on a hill and provide some support.
Oh, break. Patriot and his team, they're pushed up on the objective building.
Finns, you didn't decide that.
Oh!
He gets traded.
A trade. But, Scandi Recon can overwatch this Patriot. We're going to see who wakes up first, Patriot or Finn.
Yep. They get Slammer, and Fun Guy is nowhere near.
Someone on the bunker just died.
Outcast.
No, that was Infidel. Outcast left.
Outcast just got knocked by Fun Guy.
So that's Infidel and Outcast.
Oh, Stray Dog, come on! You really need to come up here. 10 minutes remaining. I'm not gonna call the timer. There's no way. Really good explosive use though. Like that was amazing.
I mean, everyone sees the timer. They know what they got to do. Stray Dog might be able to provide overwatch.
He's playing it cautious again.
Yanni woke up. Yanni's back up. Yanni's back up.
Good. Get the double tap on that guy.
I think that he pumped enough AK rounds into the chest and the head for it to actually warrant it.
I mean, we saw Yanni wake back up like a minute and a half to 2 minutes later because he was about to drown, so anything's possible. Again, with these new animations where the guns are angled, I mean, you saw the gun do a little bit of movement right there, but Slammer also woke back up. This is... Nip is coming around.
Yaniski cannot double tap Patriot without giving himself away. Slammer's about to peek in.
Stray just got a shot on Hudson. Finn! Oh dear.
I think that's also wrote.
That might be GG.
Yep, because Slammer's also a combat engineer. No, Slammer's a combat engineer.
Oh god. There's the charge.
Is he gonna blow himself up for it?
He better.
5-second timer is all he needs. He's playing a little cautious now, but
And now he's bandaging, I guess.
If
this
Nippon
is
just
my
passes a
charge.
flag at that, he's gonna actually clear it.
That could. Well, I don't
This
think
is
it would
GG.
detonate the cache, but it would
It won't
damage
detonate the cache, but it will kill Slammer, and if it's rigged to Slammer, they can't detonate it.
I'm happy to say Stray came back, was able to get 1 kill, and there it is.
And that's all that she wrote.
Yep. So unfortunate. As Stray Dog gets caught up by Alec.
Yeah, in my opinion, if Stray Dog was able to get the kill on Boston, get the 2 kills on the machine gunners, get a few more kills where Whale was, we would be looking at a different game. Because that bomb would have been able to neutralize the same amount of guys, maybe a little less, but that would have made it even in the remaining firefight. So again, I really think this is because there was a bit of squandering on Stray Dog's part. But again, Scandy Recon made up for it with that really good AT shot and that good bomb. They definitely did their best, so I'm going to mute myself and close out. BRB. All right, guys, that concludes it for Friday Night Fights. Whatchamacallit branch? NA. That's it. All right, cool. So, I am now going to find someone to raid on Arma. I thought this was definitely some of the craziest rounds we saw. Nope. Don has initiated a raid. Cool. Let me try to find the person. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. We'll be back on Sunday for the public op. And otherwise, cheers, guys. Have a good one. Go operate operationally. I cannot find this guy on Twitch. There he is. Okay, he's doing some clone trooper stuff. Cool. All right. You can initiate the raid now. We're good. Thanks for joining me. Don.